Hi, I'm Brenda Quintana coming to you from the Beehive. Today I'm going to show you how to make some easy thank you cards using the Lift Me Up stamp set. I will be showing you how to make a note card and a stepped up version. These cards just need a few basic supplies and it would be really easy to change out the colors to suit your color tastes. So let's get started and I'll show you how to make them. To start off with, we're going to make the note card. So I'm going to use the Whisper White note cards and envelopes. I'm going to pull out a note card and I'm going to just make myself a little pencil mark so I know where to stamp my first balloon. So the score line runs down the center of this card right here, and I'm going to put my ruler right up against that score line, and I'm going to measure over 1 inch from that score line and then about ½ an inch up from the bottom. And I kind of eyeballed that, but it's dead on. Then I'm going to take my Bermuda Bay Ink Pad and open it up, and I'm going to take the biggest balloon from the stamp set and I'm going to ink it up in Bermuda Bay. And I'm going to aim the bottom left corner of the balloon towards my pencil mark so that it just covers that pencil mark. And then I'm going to stamp it. Then I'm going to use Watermelon Wonder ink and the smaller balloon. Ink it up in Watermelon Wonder. And then I'm going to stamp this balloon just to the right and just a little bit above the Bermuda Bay balloon, like that. Then I'm going to change ink colors. So I've got my Stampin Scrub right here and I'm going to open it up. I'm going to spray some mist right on the side that has these little raindrops on it. And then I'm going to just clean off my stamp on this side and dry it on the other side that has the little sunshine symbol. Then I'm going to take my delightful Dijon Ink Pad and I'm going to ink up the smaller balloon again. And I'm going to stamp it kind of down the center of this card about ½ an inch from the top. And I'm just going to eyeball that like that. Then I'm going to take my Smoky Slate ink pad, and first I'm going to stamp my greeting down here at the bottom, and this is a long skinny greeting. If you had a slightly bigger greeting, it would just take up a little bit more space. I'm going to align this with the bottom of my balloon, coming straight across the bottom, like that. Then I'm going to take one of the clouds. This is the biggest cloud in that stamp set. And I'm going to stamp it in between my greeting and my Watermelon Wonder balloon. I'm also going to stamp one up here above the Bermuda Bay balloon. And then I want a smaller cloud. So I'm going to take the smaller cloud. There are actually 2 smaller clouds in the stamp set. I'm using the one that matches the bigger cloud. And I'm going to stamp that right up here in the top right corner. So I'm just going to fold this along the score line and use my bone folder to smooth down that fold. And so there is the note card all done. And now I'm going to show you how to make the full-size card. For the full-size card, you're going to need a piece of Whisper White cardstock. And I've cut this piece to 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches. This is just a 1/4 inch wider than the note card we just stamped on. So basically, you can stamp the exact same layout on that card and you're good to go. Then you're going to need a piece of Smoky Slate cardstock, and I've cut this piece to 3 7/8 inches by 5 1/8 inch. And then finally, you're going to need a card base, and I'm doing a tent fold. So I've cut this piece to 11 inches by 4 1/4 inches, and then I scored it in half at the 5 1/2 inch mark. So let me just fold this along the score line, and I'm going to take my bone folder and smooth down that fold to finish off my card base. Then I'm going to take some Tombow multi-purpose liquid glue, and I'm going to put some on the back of this card. And then I'm just going to layer it onto my Smoky Slate. Now this layer is really just a tad bit larger than my Whisper White layer. So take a moment and make sure it's centered on there. Make sure you have equal distance of the Smoky Slate on all four sides. Then I'm going to put some Tombow on the back of my Smoky Slate layer. And make sure you've got the card going the right way. And then you're going to layer that right on top of your Bermuda Bay layer. So I suggest if you make this card in your own colors, that you choose the card base that's the same color as your biggest balloon, because I think that will make a nice backdrop. You can reserve the Smoky Slate layer for the layer that's right next to the Whisper White piece. So there you go. There's the full-size card. And again, here's the note card. And these cards just took me minutes to make, but they're really bright and pretty, and I'm sure anyone would love to receive one of these. All the supplies you'll need to make these thank you cards are available for purchase on my blog. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Bye for now.
If you like this tutorial, be sure to check out all the free with purchase tutorials available on my blog. The Hershey's Chicken and Egg tutorial is just one of the exclusive tutorials that you can choose free with a minimum purchase in my Stampin' Up! Store.